Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are tackling the problem called Longest Common Suffix Queries. As always, if you get stuck on anything or have any questions at all, just drop a comment down below and I will make sure to reply. Here's the problem description straight from Leetcode. It looks a bit complicated, so let's break it down. We are given two lists of words. One acts like a dictionary full of available words, and the other holds the specific queries we need answers for. For every single query word, our goal is to find a word in our dictionary that shares the absolute longest ending piece or suffix with it. Of course, there might be a tie. If multiple dictionary words have the exact same longest matching ending, we first pick the shortest word out of that group. And if there's still a tie, we just pick the one that appeared earliest in our dictionary list. Let's look at an example to see how this works in practice. If our query word is CD, we look at our dictionary and see that actually, all three of our available words perfectly end with the letters C and D. Since the matching lengths are completely tied, we have to fall back to our rule of picking the shortest word, which is BCD, so the answer for this query is index 1. But what if our query is something completely different, like XYZ, where none of our dictionary words end with those letters? In that scenario, the common suffix is just 0 letters long. Since every word technically ties for an empty match, we apply the exact same tiebreakers to the whole dictionary, picking the overall shortest word, which is again BCD, at index 1. We are going to build the logic step by step in Python first to keep things clean. If you want to grab the exact code I'm showing to test yourself, or you want the solution in another language, I'll have the links in the description below so you don't have to pause and type it out. To solve this efficiently, we are going to use a special data structure called a trie, which is normally used to quickly search for prefixes of words. But since we care about suffixes, the endings of the words, we can pull a clever trick and just insert all our dictionary words into the tree completely backwards. The secret sauce here is that as we build this tree, every single stopping point in the tree needs to permanently remember the shortest word that passes through it, and that word's original index. So first we define our tree node, giving it a dictionary for its children, and variables to keep track of the minimum length and best index we have seen so far, starting them both off at infinity. Then we start our main tree class by creating that very first empty root node at the top. When we go to insert a new word, we first check if this full word is shorter than what our root node currently has saved. And if so, we update the root so it always knows the absolute shortest word in the whole dictionary. Then we loop through each letter of the word, creating new nodes if they don't exist yet, and stepping further down the tree branch. At every single letter node we visit on the way down, we stop and check. Is this word shorter than what this node has seen before? If it is, we update it immediately. Now moving over to our main solution function, we start by creating a brand new empty tree. We loop through our dictionary and insert every word. But remember, we slice them completely backwards during the insertion, so our tree groups them by their suffixes. Finally, we set up our answer list and loop through every query, reading the query letters backwards as well so they match the way our tree was built. We travel down the tree as far as the matching letters take us, and the moment we can't match a letter, or we run out, we just break out and grab the perfect index that was pre-calculated and stored right at that exact spot. Putting it all together, here is the first half of the Python code containing the classes, and here is the second half, with the main loop that builds the tree and searches it. Code is a lot easier to understand when you see it running, so let's trace a super simple dictionary with just two words. First we insert the word ABA. Backwards, it is still ABA. So we update the root to know our shortest word so far is length 3, and we build the path downwards. Every letter node along that specific path also records that a word of length 3 passed through it, saving index 0. Next we insert the word BA, reversed, that is, AB. The root sees length 2 is shorter than length 3, so it updates its best index to 1. As we travel down the existing A and B nodes, they also realize length 2 is much better than the length 3 they saved earlier, so they overwrite their stored index to 1. Now if we query the word CA, reversed, it is AC. We successfully step down to the A node, but looking at its children, there is no C path to take. So we are forced to stop at the A node, and we simply ask it for the best index it saved earlier, which is 1, giving us our perfect tie-breaking answer without any extra work. For the complexity, the time is order n plus m, where n is the total characters in our dictionary and m is the total query characters, and the space is order n for building out the tree structure. An important edge case to think about is when a query has absolutely 0 matching letters at the end with anything in our dictionary. Our code handles this gracefully, because the inner loop just breaks immediately, leaving us stuck right at the root node, which conveniently already holds the index of the absolute shortest word overall. The huge takeaway from this problem is that you can turn almost any tricky suffix problem into a standard, easy prefix problem just by reversing the strings before you process them. Taking a quick pause here, I have changed up the format of these videos a bit based on your feedback to make them faster and much more visual, so let me know in the comments if you prefer this style. And yes, this is an AI voice. I build these guides automatically to help myself study and share them here to help you study too. Alright, let's wrap this up by looking at the full code in other languages. Here is the full implementation written out in Java. Next up, here is the complete logic formatted for C++. And finally, here is the full solution written out for JavaScript. If you want to study more than just the daily problems, check out my main channel Leetcode Unlocked, where I am slowly working towards eventually covering every single problem on the platform. If you would like to help support that massive goal, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video.